Hello, welcome to Divine Intervention. I truly, sincerely apologize. I've been absent. I deleted most of my videos on my YouTube because I wanted to start a new chapter, a new beginning. That is the frequency, that's the energy that is required of all of us if we want to grow, if we want to mature, and continue on to a better, fulfilling, emotional fulfillment, spiritual fulfillment within ourselves. Now, a lot of energies have shifted in regards to me personally. I've awakened to true love. And what is true love, right? True love is without condition. True love is constant. It's eternity. It's infinite, it doesn't matter what was done to you. Of course, you make boundaries. How do you make those boundaries? Well, you speak your truth with kindness and you just leave it at that, right? You're not going to be settling for anything less, and you fight for it. You fight for what you believe you deserve. Of course, a lot of us that I've been guiding, and a lot of you that have been following me on my YouTube, you're very much aware with the energies that you're facing, because most of you are connected to my energy. If I am improving, if I am constantly growing, you will start to feel and notice that your life will constantly put you in situations of growth, maturity, enlightenment, and even so awakening to however that is, okay, to whatever that is. I have been absent because I had to close an end in regards to my family. Close in regards to, what am I closing? Well, past hurt, past pain, things of the past, and things that hurt me, things that I kept inside that needed to be said, because I was awakened to this wisdom that, this whole reincarnation and being resurrected, after we die and we move on to, either we choose to stay here after we die as a ghost or whatever, to watch over our family, or because we are attached to a house or an object and we don't want to let it go, right? Or we choose to go to heaven and stay in heaven, or we choose to reincarnate, right? Because it's a learning process. Everything is learning and we're constantly growing, and that is the whole point why we are here on earth, is to learn, to share our light, to light others, and to give that unconditional love, especially if you are divine feminine in a twin flame journey. Then again, there are a lot of challenges that come with that. I know most of you who have been following me are very much into your twin flame journey. I will repeat the other things that I have, shared to all of you in my awakening process, awakening to the fact that I am an angel incarnated here on earth, as so as my twin. And it wasn't easy to even wake up to that, because in all honesty, so much change that has happened in my life. A lot of heartbreak, a lot of tears, a lot of grinding teeth, a lot of, trying times, really. It forces you to your spiritual being, it forces your spiritual being to be put to the test, and part of that test is really awakening, choosing to awaken, no matter how hurtful it is, no matter what the challenges may be. And this is all I'm gonna say in regards to anyone who is in a twin flame journey. And I'm gonna try to, pick the topics that you may resonate with, okay? I'll do the best I can, because there's really so many. So let's say, for example, you want union with your divine masculine, and your divine masculine is not communicating with you at all. Okay, there's no communication. That solely means that you need to focus on self-love. What is self-love? Okay, self-love is loving yourself. How do you love yourself? You're not thinking about your divine masculine. That's how you love yourself. Because why? Every time you think about your divine masculine, who's no longer interested in you at this moment, that's why he's not communicating with you, you are allowing yourself to be blocked for union to happen. Okay, that's one. Second, you are not in union because of the fact that he or she, your divine masculine, has a lot to learn. Okay, a lot of growth. Again, we cannot force anyone to grow and mature and to awaken, to enlighten. It's so limited. No matter if you're a divine feminine, you have to give it to the heavens, give it to the divine to intervene. Therefore, that is why I name my channel Divine Intervention. Not only the fact that my guardian angels have, talked to me and really told me to name it Divine Intervention, but this is the main purpose, okay? Is so that you guys can be aware that things that we cannot control is in divine timing. What that means is that it is the divine time. It's his time. When will be the divine timing for union, okay? If you are not, I repeat, not in union with your twin, it means both of you have a lot to learn and a lot of growth. And that starts with yourself. If you are constantly thinking and worrying and missing your divine masculine, you are blocking union to happen. Okay? I hope that's clear. Second, if your divine masculine is married and have kids with someone else, it is not divine timing for you to be in union in this life. Okay? Because union only happens when everything is peaceful. Okay? That's the only time union will happen. Now, how do you go about that if that is your situation? Well, one, live your life. Okay? Why? Because no matter how separated we are with our twin, that is only physically. You are only separated physically, but your souls are very much connected. Okay? And it is in the Bible, God made 2 to 1. That's referring to twin flames. Okay? Why is it so important that in twin flames, union needs to happen? Well, one, if union happens, you will change the lives of everyone around you, and you will change the lives of others by letting them see or having them see the love that you both have for each other. And what is that? Respect, trust, unconditional love. Unconditional love is with no condition. Okay? And that is so, so rare in this trying times in this world that we live in right now. Now, what is the purpose of twin flames? The purpose is not only to share and show that love to everyone, to change social society cultures, or like I said, if you are from India, and India is very strict with marriage, okay, and things like that. Just so recently, I believe 2018, last year, they already approved of same-sex marriage and things like that. But at this process, okay, of growing, maturing, and technology is improving and social society cultures are starting to also mature and grow, it's because it's meant to happen. Everybody has to go with the flow with it, okay? Again, we are not here on earth to control things that we cannot control. If you are in a situation, whether if it be your twin or a work or your family that's karmic or things like that, whether it be friends or co-workers, okay, it does not matter. If you are in a situation that you cannot control, it is not for you to control. Period. The moment that you try to control something that is not in your control, you are going against the divine. Okay? Because union is only in divine timing. Everything that's positive, that is meant to go in your life, is in divine timing. Whatever situation that you are in, it's because it's divine timing. I hope I'm making sense to everybody who's watching this. Now, if you are with a twin and you both are married and you both have kids with each other, there is a possibility that that person is your false twin and not your real twin. How will you know? One, twins do not hurt each other, especially after union. I'm gonna give you time to swallow that, because this is important. There are many of you who are married and you have kids and you tell me this is my twin. I will say to you right now, if you are in union with your twin cannot hurt you. What do I mean by hurt you? Your twin chooses to be in another relationship or a third party, chooses to do all these things that truly is disrespectful to you. A divine masculine and divine feminine is always in the same vibration. That is why you are one soul split in two. Once union happens, it is really hurtful to hurt your twin. That is why there is a mirror effect. Every time you hurt your twin, you are hurting yourself. Okay, again, I will repeat. Every time you are with your twin, you are in union with your twin, and your twin chooses to hurt you not only once, twice, 3 times, but repeatedly, it's his choice, he is also hurting himself or herself. Okay? Why? Because twin flames are mirrored souls. We are mirrored souls. Okay? That is why I've been constantly emphasizing, if you are not in union with your twin, it is in divine timing for the better good of you and your twin. If you and your twin are already in union and have kids and is choosing to constantly hurt you, I'm sorry to say, most likely that's your false twin. Straight up. Now, some of you that I've helped, okay, some of you that I've helped in this process, in this awakening, you've come to me for advice. It's not easy, okay? But see, why did the divine put you in that situation? God made us, correct? The divine made heaven and earth. He made us. right? So what is the purpose here? And again, how does that connect with twin flames? It connects with twin flames because it is more than just the romantic side. It's a mission. It's a soul mission. Why did we reincarnate in this life? Okay? Or if in the biblical way is resurrection, really. There is an argument about reincarnation and resurrection in the Bible, but I've awakened to the fact that for us, divine souls, it's more of being resurrected from the dead. But how do you move on to that, right? How do you live this new life? How do you, what's your choice? How are you gonna choose to live your life? And how are you going to treat others better? Because really, when we die, that's really what matters, is if you hurt somebody intentionally, and if you made peace with that person so that it doesn't repeat in the next life, right? Why do I believe in that? Because when Jesus Christ died, he also was resurrected 3 days after, and he resurrected as a soul, as a soul. So it truly is true. We reincarnate. I'm saying reincarnate because it's better for you guys to understand, okay? But really, it's being resurrected. So how do you reincarnate in this life? Well, again, it's a matter of choice, what choices you make, and how do you plan to go about it. Now, others of you who are with false twins, you don't even know that you're false twin. Is it my responsibility, or is it my right to tell you? No, it's not, because since you cannot accept that this person, you're just allowing the title that, yeah, this is my twin. You are allowing it to happen. You are allowing this person to disrespect you. You're allowing this person to hurt you. You're allowing it. You're allowing the pain. You're allowing this and that because what? You fear. You fear a lot of things. And that fear is blocking you for moving forward. Okay? Now, I always constantly say this, but none of you really get it. Okay? Why? Because again, fear. Fear is the worst enemy. It is your worst enemy because it will hinder you, it will block you from improving on a lot of things and growing. Twin flames, you can think of it for the sake of those who can better understand what I'm trying to say. Those who don't understand, you will understand it this way. A name is a name. A title is a title. Just because someone said this is your twin does not give any right that you will allow your twin to hurt you. No, you have to set boundaries. Okay? Again, it's self-love. It's self-respect. Once you have awakened, fully awakened to self-love, self-worth, self-respect, that is the only time union will open its doors and union will happen. Okay? Now, if you have not awakened fully to what self-worth is, which means you don't need anybody. Really, that's one of them. I could go on and on. You guys could read books about self-worth, okay? So you guys could understand what is self-love. I'm saying this because I want you to be in union with your twin. And a lot of you are being misguided. So that's why I'm sharing my wisdom that I have been enlightened to. Thank you to my guardian angels. But see, a lot of you are so stagnant and you stay in this comfortable little box that you put yourself in. You're in this box, okay? Just you right here. You're here in this box. You don't want to leave. Why? Why don't you want to leave? You know you're not happy. You know you're tolerating this person. You say it's love. So you love somebody who is hurting you. You love someone who's choosing to make you an option. And this is pertaining to whether or not you are married. It doesn't matter. You're married, you're not, you have kids, this is your twin. Okay, so you're choosing to stay in that little box. You don't want to leave because you're okay with it. So again, what are you learning there? What are you supposed to learn there? Separation is needed. Why? Because it's like that saying, you don't know what you had until you lose it, right? Correct? So it's the same, okay? How do you teach somebody to respect your boundaries? How do you teach someone your self-worth? You leave. Simple. Now, am I advising you to leave your marriage? Am I advising you to leave your partner or your twin? No, I'm advising it, but it is your choice. It's your choice what to do. Because a lot of you are not ready. Yeah, you guys are not ready. That's why you're in that mental limited capability to say that, oh, a lot will be lost if I leave this marriage or this and that. Instead of you thinking, you are gonna lose a lot if you stay. Why? Your twin who constantly cheats, sleeps with other women, disrespects you, makes you an option. You think that doesn't hurt you? You think that doesn't affect you? It does. Slowly it does. In the eyes of man, it's easy to hide, right? Certain things. But when you come home and your husband doesn't sleep next to you, or your twin is with someone else, or your twin comes home late at night after being with someone and still sleeps in the same bed with you, what does that do to your heart? There's a reason why you were put in that situation. It's not to try and fix it. Really. It's not to try and fix it. Because you can't fix something that is already broken. And that is the problem here. Again, people try to control things that is not meant to control. Every one of us have a separate mission, a separate journey. Yes, we are in a twin flame journey. If you are in a twin flame journey, you are still considered separate divine souls, right? That's why divine masculine, divine feminine. Now, why is it so important to stand your ground and create that boundary of self-worth and self-respect? Because if it's like this, let's say you were a child and you wanted a toy. I'm your mom and I gave you that toy, but I have a better toy. But then I'm thinking, well, I don't want to give this expensive toy or this better toy to my son, to you, if you don't know how to appreciate this one that I'm giving you, or if you don't know how to take care of it, right? So I try and see if you will appreciate or learn to love this toy. And if I see that you know how to love it, to respect it, to cherish it, then I will give you a better one. But then I see what you're doing to that toy is not really cherishing it, you know? You don't really love it. You just play with it whenever you like, and then once you're done, you just put it to the side. So what is my point here? Let's say your divine masculine is that boy, and the person who's giving the toy is the divine. The divine is saying, I want to see first if you can take care of your divine feminine. I want to see first how you will treat your divine feminine, how you will respect, how you will love, how you will cherish your divine feminine. Because if you don't, I will not give you what's better. What's better? Your divine feminine. Now, that pertains to false twins, okay? Again, it depends with your journey. If you're in a twin flame journey and you have a false twin, that will resonate. Now, let's say you're not in a false twin, okay? Again, you have to come to this understanding. Once union happens and you're truly in union with your true twin flame, it's peaceful. If you have any fights, it's this small. It's literally this small. The cheating, the running, the chasing, that's done. It's done. Once you are in union with your twin, that is done. The only things that you both will argue is little things that you can forgive. It's not big, okay? The cheating, the disrespecting, that is done. It does not happen once you are in union with your twin, okay? How do I know that? Up there. So, here. Let's say your divine masculine is that boy, and the divine is the one giving, okay, you to your divine masculine. I'll just assume that anyone who's watching this video, you are a divine. Okay, so let's just say you are not in union with your divine masculine. Okay, you're a twin flame, not in union, and your divine masculine is with someone else, with a karmic, okay? Again, I'm trying to pick topics, scenarios that might resonate with all of you, okay? I'll do my best, because there's so many. So let's just say your divine masculine is with a karmic, right? And you want union to happen. Now, the divine is telling your divine masculine through these karmic partners, how will you treat each karmic partner? How will you end each karmic partner? Will you end it in animosity? Will you end it through cheating? Will you end it through disrespecting? Will you end it through playing tricks, deceiving, lying, things like that? Well, as the divine, I'm not gonna bless you with your divine feminine. Period. That is why you are not in union with your divine masculine. Okay? Again, what is divine timing? It is not your decision. It is not divine masculine decision. It is the divine's decision. If you are ready. That's why you're not in union, because you're not ready. And why did the divine allow that your divine masculine is going through all these karmics? One, to learn as a divine masculine if he or she deserves union. That's one. Why? Because you, divine feminine, is programmed to share unconditional love. Now, why did the divine allow that you are going through all this pain of running and chasing, of missing your divine masculine here and then, excuse me, or thinking about your divine masculine here and now, every once in a while, like just comes out of your mind every now and then, and you're heartbroken because your divine masculine is with a karmic partner or whatever. Well, for one, the divine is basically training you to love yourself. Okay? Why? Because once union happens, your divine masculine will need that unconditional love. Okay? Your divine masculine, our divine masculine, is programmed to make mistakes just as you. So the divine is also testing you as a divine feminine. If I gave you your divine masculine, if I gave you union, how will you treat your divine masculine? Again, it's easy to say it. Oh, when I have union, I'm gonna love him like never before, blah, blah, blah. Well, the divine's pretty smart and very intelligent. He's not just gonna listen to your words. He wants you to prove it. So, how will he test you? One, he will test you if you know how to love. If you know what self-worth is. If you know what self-respect is. Because if you know all those things, then you know how to love. You know how to respect. You know how to cherish. You know how to appreciate, right? He's not just going to give you union. No, he's going to test you. And some of you, he's testing you in solitude. You are not with anybody. You're by yourself. What are you supposed to learn when you're by yourself and you're not in union? You're not in any relationship whatsoever. Not even in a soulmate relationship. Well, one, he's teaching you, the divine is teaching you, okay, this is how you are without anybody. Can you love yourself? Do you know how to love yourself? How do you treat yourself? Are you deserving of union? If you don't know how to be happy with yourself, so you're depending on union for happiness. See? That's something to think about. Because union only happens when divine masculine and divine feminine are independent. Okay? That's why you're one soul. You're one soul split in two. You both have to be independent. Independent emotionally, mentally. You're not codepending on each other. Now, this may vary. Okay, for example, financially, it varies. I mean, everybody's situation is different, you know. But what I mean by dependent is that you're not solely relying on your divine masculine to give you emotional fulfillment. That is what I mean by independent. Okay? Meaning to say, your divine masculine is doing what he wants to do, and you are doing what you want to do. And he's happy doing what he's doing, and you're happy doing what you're doing. You may not do it together, but you're still happy doing each other's whatever independent, whatever you're doing, and whatever he's doing or she's doing. That is what I mean by independent maturity, okay? That maturity has to happen before union. Why? Again, respect. What is respect? Self-respect. You're not forcing someone to do or control anything. Again, if you have not awakened and enlightened to that growth, there's nothing I can do for you. This video is as much as I can do to all of you. Whether you understand it or not, I'm sorry, it's up to you. I can keep trying and trying to make you understand what I'm saying, why union is not happening, why you are not in union. But if it's not coming in your mind and you're not fully understanding everything I'm saying, it means, one, you're being in denial because you don't want to believe it. Maybe. Two is maybe because it hurts too much to even believe it or to even acknowledge it. Because when you acknowledge it, you accept it. When you accept it, that will open your heart's door for improving, for growth, right? But there are many of you who you don't, you're stuck. You're stuck. And for as long as you remain in that emotional dependency, that, oh, if my divine masculine and I just be together, we're gonna be one big happy family. Or if my divine masculine just talks to me, messages me, we'll be happy. The more that the divine is not gonna give it to you. Because then you're just giving a child whatever he or she wants. You're not teaching your child anything. Some of you are parents, yeah? So you'd understand where I'm coming from, right? You're not just gonna give your child everything that your child wants, right? Of course, there are lessons to learn, right? Example, maybe some of you in how you parent, okay? How you do your parenting is you allow your child to do the chores before you give money for them to go watch a movie or something, or give whatever request that they want from you. You give them a condition to work hard for it, right? Because in the Bible it also says, God also said, before I can bless you, you have to learn to work hard. Work hard. Don't be lazy. Work hard. Earn a living, right? So you try to teach your children that. Same thing. Why do you think the divine is making you go through this? It's for you. It's not to torture you. It's not to make you feel vulnerable. It's not to, well, maybe some of you were meant to feel vulnerable because that's the only way for you to grow and to wake up, that this is a waste of time. Like, I need to focus on me. What used to make me happy. And that's why every journey is different. Every situation is different. But it all connects to one thing. What is that one thing? Independency. Okay? Emotionally, mentally, because everything that your divine masculine is not is everything that you are. And everything that you are is everything that your divine masculine is not. Now, how can union happen if the things that you have within you as a divine feminine, you're not improving it, you're not awakened to it, have not enlightened to it, and is not growing, maturing? How do you think that would be if union happens? A complete, utter mess. And that's why union's not happening. Now, again, union is not meant to happen if you, as a divine feminine, have not fully awakened to your self-worth. Okay? And whoever comes into your life throughout this separation, you will eventually attract a soulmate. Most likely. If you have grown, if you have matured, that is what will happen. You will attract a soulmate who will love you just as you know how to love. May not be your twin, but once that happens, and if that happens, once you are in union with a soulmate who reciprocates everything that you give, there's an equal give and receive. Okay? No, I'm not saying literally. Like, there are different situations. For example, let's say you're giving money to your soulmate because your soulmate is not financially well off or what, for whatever situation that may be, but your soulmate is giving you something worth more than money. That's still equal give and receive, okay? I just had to clarify that. Everybody's different scenario, different situation. Okay, now once you are in union with your soulmate, again, the divine's gonna test you. And it is his decision when it is time for union as twin flames. It's not yours. It's not your choice. It's not your decision when you will be in union with your twin. And you allowing to constantly go back to how it used to be with you and your twin, or go back to the past. It's the past. Leave it. Okay? Why? Why am I saying that? Because again, you are blocking yourself for growth. It's so simple, yet a lot of you are not understanding it because of the fact that most of you are in denial. It's not something you want to hear because you don't want to accept it. You don't want to accept the truth because you're not ready. And that is why you are in your situation now. And you will stay in that situation unless you make the decision within your heart that, no, I'm a divine feminine. I will not tolerate being mistreated. I will not tolerate being disrespected. I will not settle for anything less. I know what I deserve. I know that I deserve so much more. Because I am your gift. As your divine feminine, I am your biggest and the most greatest gift from God. But if you don't feel that way, that is why you're allowing yourself to constantly wait and cry and linger in the past to make you feel less worthy, to make you feel unappreciated, to make you feel all these things. Like, why is it that you're feeling unappreciated? Why is it that you feel like he ran away from you? He ran away from you because you deserve it. Yeah, straight up. I'm blunt. Why? Why did he run away from you? Because you're dependent. You were dependent on his love. You were dependent on his attention. You were dependent on everything. You were giving him everything that he wanted, even though what he wanted was wrong. It was not right. You didn't stand up for yourself. You didn't fight for yourself. You didn't make boundaries. What's healthy? Healthy boundaries. You didn't do that. So what difference are you? What difference are you to other women, to other karmics, or what? Since you are mimicking what a karmic does. That's what a karmic does. You just give and give whatever the person wants. You know, there's no, you're tolerating it. I mean, there are other karmics who actually can even stand up for themselves. They know how to stand up for themselves. That's very rare. But if you can't make those healthy boundaries, what difference are you? Do you really deserve that what God gave you? You're a divine feminine. Do you deserve that? Are you living it? Are you practicing it every day? Just because you're a divine feminine, it doesn't mean that you're a divine feminine. You have to live it. It's part of it. It has to show. And that's how your light, that's how your light shines. So I'm lost here with any more else to help you all awaken to why you are not in union with your twin. Okay? Like, again, if your divine masculine is with a karmic, stop thinking about your divine masculine. If your divine masculine comes to your mind, acknowledge it, accept it, let it go, and move on. Move on with your life. Focus on your life. Focus on yourself. Because if you don't, you will be in that cycle again and again. The divine's going to keep doing it to you. He's going to keep doing it to you. He's going to keep making you think about your divine masculine because he wants you to learn. He wants you to learn. But if you're not learning, yeah, you're going to be stuck there. You're going to be stuck. Thinking, waiting. Looking at the past, crying, feeling bad, feeling hurt, feeling heartbroken. Yeah, you're going to stay there if you don't wake up. And that's why you constantly think about your divine masculine, you see? Because honestly, the divine has the power to take it away. He has the power to make your life perfect or near perfection. But why is it not happening to you? Because he wants you to learn. Again, simple, right? Now, if you're in union with your twin, you're not going to be watching this video. Really. Why? Because everything would be already great. It would be so great. You wouldn't even need to search about divine masculine, this and that. But why? Why are you here? For those of you who say you're in union with your twin. Because that's not your real twin. That's your false twin. And it's meant to teach you something. It's meant to teach you. Now, the most I can tell you, if that is your scenario, you need to learn to mature and be independent. Be that woman that you once were. And if you have kids, show your kids what a true mother is, what a true wife is. Filled with love, filled with compassion, and filled with forgiveness, no matter what situation that is a true divine feminine. Really. A true divine feminine is always at peace, peace within themselves, and give peace to others. That is a true divine feminine. Now, if your divine masculine is married with a karmic, well, you have to move on. Literally. I'm saying that right now. You have to move on and focus on yourself. Okay? And again, I am not someone who you go to tell you when union will happen. And to anyone out there who does that, it's baloney. It's really baloney. They only have a glimpse of when, but to tell you an exact date, no. No. And that actually depends if you have already awakened to the things that you need to awaken to. That will only come true. Like, for example, if a psychic tells you, oh, your divine masculine is going to come back in your life, this and that. No, that depends if you have awakened to what you need to. It's like a guessing game, really. But see, my counsel, my guidance, my advice to all of you watching my videos and who have subscribed to me, I'm already telling you the answer how to get union. I'm already telling you how union can happen. And it's free. So, it is up to you how you will take it. Either come here in this ear or come out the other ear. Okay? So this is all I could think about in regards to twin flames. Again, if your twin is with a karmic, okay, just a karmic partner, not married, don't have kids, and you are single, don't, and this and that, then same. Mature. Spiritually, mentally, and emotionally mature. Why? Because the energy shift that just happened, which I'm sure all of you felt, okay? I did. Until now. I woke up this morning, honestly, and my chest hurts. Like, it's crazy. So, the energy shift that's just happened, it is meant for growth. It is meant to go to the next level. Now, if you don't want to go to the next level, then stay where you are, because my coming videos is not gonna be about that. I'm done. I'm done with the past, okay? I made peace with my past. I'm done. I'm moving forward. And that's what a true divine feminine is. You move forward, okay? Move forward. Does not matter how slow, you still move forward. I just had to do this again. I had to explain everything here, why you are non-union with your twin, because a lot of you do not understand that before reincarnating, you have both made a written contract that your union, really. So how is that union gonna happen? I don't know what's in your contract. I have no right to even tell you what's in your written contract, even before reincarnating. Just like your soul contracts with your karmics and this and that. If you are divine feminine and you were married with a karmic, well, shit, I'm sorry, but you have a bigger lesson to learn. Again, if you are unhappy in a situation, do something. Do something about it. Stop depending on other people to tell you what to do and tell you what to think. Like, come on. If you're not happy, leave. It's that simple. Leave. If you do not leave, then stop complaining. Stop. It's so low vibrational. I'm gonna say that right now. If you are the type of person who constantly complains about your situation, you are in low vibration, dear, and you will stay in low vibration. Like, I don't understand. I don't have patience for that. And I'm sure the divine doesn't. Because there's a lot of other twins out there who deserve union. And if you do not pull up the work, okay, by leaving a situation that no longer serves you, or leaving toxic people, whether that be your friends or your family, that no longer serves you, no longer benefits you for the good, for the betterment of your soul, who are toxic people, toxic, and you don't leave them. Well, you have no right to complain because you chose that. You chose it. You chose to stay there. You chose to continue to mingle and communicate with these toxic people, whether friends or family. You chose it. So live with the consequences. Stop complaining. Either you do something. Do something. Seriously. That is my advice. If you're not happy, do something about it. Leave. Leave the situation. Why? It's unhealthy. It's not healthy. You know it. You feel it. And God speaks in your heart. Really. Doesn't matter what religion you are. God speaks in your heart. What are you feeling? You don't follow your heart? Well, there you go. That's exactly what you're gonna get. An unhappy, unsatisfied heart and life. So I'm gonna leave it here, okay? Anybody wants to email me, please do. I will be posting future videos. I will be talking more about, a lot of things, okay? Oh, again, I had to say this. I have awakened to the fact that I don't need tarot or oracle cards. It's my preference. I just don't want anything to do with cards anymore. It's something my personal preference. I just don't want to anymore. Because I don't know if you guys know, but this guy who's called, I think, Aleister Crowley, he's the inventor of tarot. And he was a member of the Satanic Church. Okay? I did my research. So look into that if you so want to. Again, anything to do with cards, I don't need it. If you need advice and this and that, I'm happy to give it. Yeah. So that's it. I love you guys. Thank you for those who are still subscribed. Thank you for staying. For my new subscribers, thank you. My coming videos, you will definitely benefit from it. Yeah. Bye, guys.